Welcome, Wolf and Wolfettes! We are back with Shadow of the Colossus hard mode on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and today we are taking down the final Colossus, Colossus number 16. Now, we're going to have to go on a bit of a road trip before we actually fight this boss, and there's also going to be a couple of story cutscenes in the middle, so it's going to be a little bit of time before we actually fight this boss. But yeah, I will explain what we've got to do on the boss once we arrive at the boss. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more difficult bosses, purely just because the first few bits that you have to do before you even fight the boss are just so irritating, you know. But other than that, it's not too bad, you know. Once you're actually on the boss and you're at the weak spot, it's not too bad, you know. But other than that, you know, let's get on with this. Now, this is my 5th video in a row. I don't think I've ever recorded this many videos in a row for a very long time. I think the last time that I might have recorded 5 videos in a row was maybe back in 2014, maybe? Like, that was pretty much back when I first started YouTube, and that was when I was recording Outlast. And that was because I was so damn scared playing that game that I just wanted to get it done. So I decided to just make 5 videos in a row so I didn't have to come back and record the next day. Oh dear. Or it might have been the Whistleblower, I'm not sure, which was like the DLC for it, which I think I might have done 2015. I don't know. I do like doing horror games for the channel, but I just get so damn scared, and also half the time I find horror games really boring because they focus too much on just trying to make you jump, you know. I'm not a fan of jump scares, you know, because I think that's cheap horror, you know. Being made jump 50 times in a game, that isn't really scary, it's just irritating, you know. But having like an actual monster in the game that creeps you out, that's what I think is scary, you know. Like something like Slender Man. Slender Man would have been scary if the actual thing following you wasn't just a random dude in a suit, you know. The fact that you're just being chased by some dude in a suit with a sock over his head, that makes the game unscary, you know. But if they replaced him with something like proper scary and creepy looking, you know, I reckon that game would be terrifying, you know. There's so many great things they could do. I mean, I think I should make a horror game just because I'm so damn scared all the time in these horror games that I think I would know exactly what would scare people. Have we been to the shrine before? Yeah, we have. Now, we're sort of heading in the same direction that we went when we went to that boss over there. I can't remember which boss that was. I think that might be the boss that we had to fight. Yeah, that's, because we had to go through the cave. That's boss number 8, the one that climbs up the tower, because you have to go over that direction over there. So if you're looking for boss number 8, I'm not sure why you're on this part of the video. You might as well be back on part 8. Oh God, drop your DualShock 4. Damn, that's not good. I don't like dropping my controllers, because when I was younger, I dropped one of my, I think it was PlayStation 2 controllers, and the bloody thing broke open. And I think the bit where the screw goes broke, and because that bit broke, it was constantly always open at the side, you know. So yeah, I'm a bit wary of dropping my controllers now. Oh dear. But yeah, the 8th Colossus is back there if you want to find it. But yeah, I'm not quite sure why you're watching part 16 of this playthrough if you're only up to part 8 of the game yourself, you know. Oh dear, my commentary's gone to hell because I've recorded too many videos in a row, you know. And some of these videos have been longer than 20 minutes, so it's not even like I've been recording for an hour and 20. It's been like, currently it's been about an hour and 35, I think that says. So yeah, I've been going at it today. And it's also a Saturday that I'm recording, so I'm not quite sure why I've done so many videos, because generally, Saturday and Sunday are the days I don't record, and Friday, because I'm either with my fiancée, travelling to see my fiancée, or I'm just busy during weekends doing life stuff, you know. But yeah, this area we're going to now won't be visible until you've defeated every single other Colossus. So when you come here, I don't think you actually see any of this door or anything. Or if you do, you just can't go this way because it's blocked. But yeah, once you've defeated 15 Colossi, you can come through this door. All you've got to do is shine your beam into that circle and make sure you stand on this platform. Well, that was a very pleasant noise, wasn't it? That was very peaceful. That was a very nice tune. But yeah, there's going to be one more shrine in this room right here. Now, if you've been playing this game and you've been trying to find all of the shrines so that you can get the trophy, you won't be able to get the trophy until you've reached the 16th Colossus, because the final shrine that you can find is this one right here. And obviously you can't enter that door until you've defeated 15 Colossi. So if you're going after the shrines and you're wondering why you don't have the trophy yet, this is probably why. Although if you look at my map, oh no, I was going to say you'll be able to see all of my shrines, but that's my other save file. There's actually quite a lot. You see those two fruit all the way over on the left side of the map with that random pathway that sort of goes up towards that like frog-looking Colossus face. Well, up in that little bit there is actually 2 shrines, I think. And those 2 are probably going to be the ones you might miss, because you don't actually have to go up to that area of the map at all. So you might have missed those 2 if you're looking for any. There's also 3 in this area, sort of where I am now. Like in a line, there's 3 of them. 1 near the beach, 1 near that like random gap, 1 sort of outside the door that we just opened, and obviously there's 1 in here as well. But there's plenty of maps you can just look at on Google, you know. It's not very hard to find them. I think there's like 20 maybe, or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, this boss is pretty simple, but I do recommend having quite a lot of stamina, because even though you don't... Oh, hello, come here. Oh, shit. Get your sword out. Oh, yeah, we got it. But even though this boss is generally easy once you get to his weak spot, you're going to need quite a lot of stamina just for the climbing bits, you know, and stuff like that. So I recommend gathering up a few lizard tails before you do this boss, just to make it a bit easier. You don't have to, but, you know, it's nice to make it easier. Where's my horse? Was he behind me? Did I run past him? Or is he still out there? What are you doing? Where are you? But yeah, the boss won't take too long, purely because I've only got to stab him once, because I've got the Queen's Sword. But there's going to be quite a lot of cutscenes, and there is also... Oh, there you are. Where the hell was you hiding? And there's also going to be a bunch of, like, small cutscenes played during the credits, you know. So I'll probably remove my face like I always do during the cutscenes, but when we get to the ending bit, I will have a little chat with you guys and girls about what I think the story is, because obviously it doesn't really explain the story that much. So I'll explain the story a little bit, what I think, and then I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the credits, and then that will be it for this playthrough. Now make sure you tap triangle a lot on this bit, and make sure he jumps, and keep tapping triangle. Don't touch your analog stick. Oh crap, that was close. But yeah, you've got to jump across this gap, and you've got to keep tapping triangle and keep running. Don't tap your analog stick at all once you jump this gap, because if you randomly turn the horse and you slow down a little bit, then you're going to die. So yeah, that's why you want to probably pray at that shrine down there. I feel like my commentary's bad in this video. I do apologise. I'm trying to talk about too many things at once. What are you doing? What is the matter with this horse? This is why I don't like you, Argo. This is actually the reason why I don't like you. I mean, I love the fact that you're a horse, but other than that, you really get on my nerves. It's the stairs that do it, I think. It's trying to line him up, like little taps of the analog stick. He doesn't really turn, and then you turn the analog stick too much, and he turns like a mile left. Right, now just keep tapping triangle now. Don't stop. I really don't like that bit. I hate that bit. When I first played this on the PlayStation 2, I cried so much on that bit, it's not even funny. But the moment was sort of ruined because I was playing it downstairs in the front room, and my mum and dad and nan was in the room at the time, and they was all talking. Well, my mum weren't talking, but my dad and nan were talking a lot, so they sort of ruined the moment, you know. But yeah, I cried anyway, just because, you know, I don't want the horse to die. I love the horse. I mean, I don't like how he controls and how he randomly changes direction for no reason, but, you know, it's still a horse, you know, I still love it. But yeah, there's a bit of platforming there and a bit of travelling to the final boss. I nearly said the first boss. Oh dear, if this was the first boss, I bet most people would be terrified of this game. Because this would be a very aggressive way to start a game. I want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance. I did mention that a couple of videos back. I might have mentioned it during A Hat in Time, maybe. I do want to play it. I don't think I want to do it on YouTube, though, because it's a very realistic game, you know, and you've got to do lots of things in the game, like sleep, you've got to eat, you know, I think you've got to even bath and shower, you've got to make sure you repair your weapons and all stuff like that, which is all fine and dandy, but I'm not sure if that would be something that would be fun on YouTube or not. I mean, I might do it, we'll see. I mean, I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, because I'm doing this, I'm also doing Moss, and I'm also doing Bravo Team, so by the time I've finished all of the games, I'm most likely going to be doing Far Cry 5, so I'm not sure when I'll do it, and if I will do it. I was just saying it's a maybe, you know. It depends on how long Far Cry 5 goes on for. If Far Cry 5 ends up being a pretty short playthrough, which I don't think it will be, because it's an open world game, so if it ends up being short, then maybe I'll do it. But if not, by the time we finish Far Cry 5, God of War 4 should be close to coming out, and that will be what I do next. Cannot wait for God of War. It's not called God of War 4, but it is God of War 4, you know. It's a sequel from God of War 3. It continues from that. So it is God of War 4, but for some reason they want to just call it God of War. Because I guess they're treating it as a reboot, but it still is a sequel, whether they like it or not. They could have just called it God of War A New Beginning or something like that, but I think Cory Barlog, who is the creative director, I think he didn't want to give it a subtitle, so I guess that's why. Right. There's the boss up there. I'll explain what we're going to do after the cutscene. He's a big boy though, isn't he? What an absolute beast. I mean, you can sort of see what's going to go on just by looking at him from here, you know, how he's lifted his hand up and he's aiming it at me as I move, you know. Right, so there's probably 4 stages to this fight. The first stage is we need to make our way all the way over to the Colossus. Now, as we travel to the Colossus, he is going to shoot fireballs from his hand. Now, the fireballs, they home in on you, so if he shoots a fireball from his hand and you're hiding behind a pillar, if you decide to just run out, the fireball won't hit the pillar, it will follow you, you know, so you actually have to wait for the fireball to hit the floor before you start moving. But this is by far the most irritating part of the fight, and if you're playing this for the first time, and on hard difficulty, if you get hit by one of those fireballs, it will probably take about 1/3 of your health off, maybe more, and if he does hit you and you're out in the open, he will follow it up with a second fireball, you know, and you'll just keep getting smacked until you're either dead or you're knocked like down behind some cover or something. So during this first bit, we're going to have to keep hiding behind cover and only moving after his fireballs hit the floor. Stage 2, we need to climb up his body, like the lower half of his body, which is very easy. It's just a bit of platforming. Once you've done that, we're going to stab him in the back, and that's when things start getting a little bit more tricky. You're going to stab him in the back, and that's when he's going to bring his hand round to grab you. You need to jump onto his hand and stab his hand. You then need to travel up to his shoulder and stab his shoulder. You then need to jump back onto his hand. You then need to stab his hand so he stops moving his hand around so much, and shoot his shoulder. And then he's going to bring his hand over because he's hurt, and then you've got to jump from his hand to his shoulder. That's the most annoying bit to do, you know. There's a lot of platforming. He moves his arms around a lot. It can be very annoying, you know. But once you're on his shoulder, that's when you're safe. Then his weak spot is going to be on his head. Now that's the 4th stage. Stage 4, when you're trying to attack his head, Obviously, for me, I've only got to stab him once really well with my Queen Sword and he will die. But if you're playing this for the first time, he doesn't let you stab him. He is so annoying. Every time you line yourself up for a stab, he seems to lunge forward like that, all the way forward, and then you will fall from your nice, safe position, and you'll probably be hanging on his face like there. And then you've got to climb up his face, get back onto his head, line up another stab, and then he's going to do it again. He is very annoying. Sometimes you can get into a nice place where he doesn't seem to move at all, but it's very rare. It seems like every Colossus in this game has a place where you can stand and they don't shake. I don't know if it's just a glitch or you just got lucky, but sometimes they don't shake, and he does the same thing. Sometimes he just won't shake, and then you can just be like, stab, 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 and you can just keep lifting your arm back. No matter how much he moves, you just keep getting stabbing. But then other times, he constantly just throws you around, you know? But yeah, let's do this. We're gonna, shut up, I know what I'm doing. Right, so we're gonna start off here. So first we're going to have to bait him into shooting us. So we're going to come out a little bit. Right, once he hits this, we're going to run, and then... Okay, good, right. It is circle to roll, ain't it? Now we're going to jump down here. Make sure you do a little jump, though, so you land on this stair, because otherwise you'll fall down and you'll land right away down here, and you might take a little bit of damage. If not, he will fall on the floor, you know, and he'll start, like, laying there for a few minutes. And if you're doing this on time trial mode, you don't want him laying on the floor. This boss is very generous with the time. I think in hard mode it gives you 12 minutes, and then in normal mode it might give you 10. Or I might have got that the other way around, I don't know. But it's very generous with the time, but it's how many stabs you can get off. You need at least 5 minutes on his head, you know, so you've got to do all of this bit and all of the climbing and stuff in 5 minutes, I would say. Right, wait here for a minute. Okay, we're going to go straight over here. Boom, then we're going to go straight over here. Boom, we're going to go straight over here. And we're going to run, jump. Okay, lovely. Right, this bit's not too bad with the fireballs. The worst bit is going to be this next bit. And I guarantee you, I will get hit by a fireball. And if he hits you with a fireball, luckily you won't die, because there's a trench that goes all the way along behind where you're running. So if he does hit you, you'll fall behind the trench and then you won't be able to get hit anymore. So you won't have to worry so much about dying, but it's just the fact that he hits you. And you have to do all of the fireball bit again. Like, not the whole thing, but just like the next part we're going to do. You have to do all of it again, you know. And if you're doing it in time trial mode, you definitely don't want to be hit. Because not only do you get hit, you lay on the floor for like 20 hours, you know, and that's every second counts in these time trials. The weather is absolutely awful, ain't it? Looks like we're in England at the moment. This is practically English weather every single bloody day. I mean, lately it's been lots of snow. By the time you guys watch this video, the snow is long gone, you know. But, yeah. At the time of recording, there's snow outside. That's the problem with recording so many videos in a row. I always have to mention that I'm recording lots of videos in a row, just in case I talk about things in my video that are like old news, you know. Okay, right. You gotta be careful on this bit. Okay, he didn't shoot me. Where is he? God, he's terrifying. He's so big, isn't he? Now, these gaps are a little bit bigger, so I recommend running and then doing a circle roll. You know, it's just sort of in a circle. Like that, see? And then run, and then... Every time! See what I mean? Every time. And now I'm going to lay on the bloody floor for an hour. I mean, obviously it does make sense that he lays on the floor for a while, you know, because he just got smacked by a fireball, you know. I'm sure it hurt, but still. It is annoying, you know. You gotta be careful climbing like this bit as well, because sometimes you can get hit here. It's so hard to bait him into hitting you, because Wanda is such an arsehole to control. It's this one gap here, it's always this one gap. If you can bait him into shooting at you... Oh, he's shooting at the moment. Oh, that's alright. Oh, there you go. As long as he's shooting, you know, it's fine. It's when he doesn't shoot and then you try to run and he's just waiting for you. That's when it's bad. Okay, right. Now, that is the first stage over with. That is all of the fireballs dealt with, so we ain't going to have to worry about that no more. Obviously, if you die, you have to do this entire fight again, so that's why you don't want to die. But yeah, whilst we're climbing up the body, I will say a few things. In case you guys and girls don't remember the story at the beginning, we have come to the Forbidden Land with our girlfriend, I assume. And I'm not sure why you fell over then, Wanda. Flipping hell. Sort your balance out, mate. But we have come here with our girlfriend who is dead. Now, we want to bring our girlfriend back to life in the Forbidden Land, which is this area we are in right now. Now, to bring our girlfriend back to life, Dormin, who is like some sort of entity in the sky, I'm not sure who he is, whether he's good, bad, I guess we'll find out soon. But he has said that he will bring the spirit back to our beloved as long as we defeat all 16 of the Colossi in this area. So we have headed off on a long journey to defeat all of these Colossi, so Dormin will bring our beloved back to life by returning her soul to her body. So that is why we are currently killing all of the Colossi. And then once we've done this last Colossus now, then Dormin should bring our beloved back to life. Whether he will or not, I guess we will find out. But yeah, that is the story so far and everything we know. And also, there is a bunch of people that are chasing us or heading to the Forbidden Land. Now, the reason that I think they're heading to the Forbidden Land, this is just me guessing because I don't actually know, but I think the reason they're heading to the Forbidden Land is because Dormin mentions that I've got a weapon that is used to kill Colossus. Now, I don't know if maybe Wanda has stolen the weapon or something. Oh, God. Oh, dear. I'm dying. But I don't know if maybe Wanda stole the weapon and maybe these people are pursuing him because he took the weapon, or maybe they're like following him because of the woman. I don't know, but I'm just guessing. It might be something like that. Because something about the weapon allows him to defeat the Colossi. That's why it shines beams at their weak spot. But yeah, we're going to attack his back now. I can't really talk much during this bit, I have to concentrate. But we have to attack his back, then jump to his hand. Make sure you're ready after this little cutscene. Right, now quickly jump and grab on. Now, he will move his hand around a lot, and it's very annoying when you've not got much stamina. So, one way of slowing his hand down is to stab him. I mean, when he's got his hand like this, you're fine, you know, you just want to run to his arm. Yeah, there we go. We actually did that very quick. That is the quickest I've ever done this bit, because normally he shakes his hand a lot. But now, what you want to do, you want to stab this bit of his arm when he stops wobbling around. And now he's going to bring his other hand over. We need to quickly jump and grab it. Be careful with the jumping though, because if you're standing in a bad place, once you let go of his arm, you'll just fall to the ground and you'll have to do all of the climbing again. But now we have to stab his hand a little bit, and we want to wait for him to keep his hand sort of like this. And then we need to climb onto the top of his hand and try to shoot the bow at his shoulder. I don't know when I'm supposed to... I might need to get my sword back out. Come on, Wanda. Stab him, mate. What are you doing? I think that might do it. Ah, that should be alright. Now you want to shoot his arm, shoulder with your bow, and then quickly grab on. Now once he does this, we're going to jump across. Be quick though, because he doesn't hold his shoulder forever. Right, now once you're here, you're ready to stab his head. Now obviously I'm going to take him down in one, but normally this would be very annoying, but hopefully I can do this quickly. Yeah, see, he's already starting to shake. I mean, even with the Queen Sword, I might not get a chance to actually stab him. But you want to be as far on the back of his head as you can be, you know. And you want to try and keep Wanda facing forward towards the weak spot. But every time he shakes it, I mean, it unlines you. That's the problem. That's why it gets so annoying this fight. I don't know why Wanda shakes around so much. I mean, he's got a wall either side of him, so he's pretty secure up here. I mean, he's not leant forward yet, so that's good. This is what I'm saying. I mean, look at the amount of energy I've lost. And that is probably about the maximum energy you have on normal mode. Ready, quick. Oh, damn, I missed. Oh, here we go. He's leaning forward now. He's going to lean forward. I need to get in the weak spot. I can't. He's so irritating. Is this? No, that's not good enough either. I'm going to actually run out of stamina in a minute. I only need one. Right, get ready. Sweet.
Glued adverb. Parehon formulas ilicum ad hoc. Irom de cake luto. No sus if kaffi wo. Was I not tico? It was eu. You what you like ludo? Look at lo in you. Ilmus omoro ruto. Akif. What is I don't concord? Or is your kudu? You will kill you. It was no Katayu.
Okay, well, as you... I mean, I don't even remember them telling that much of the story. I don't remember any of this ending bit, actually. I mean, I played this twice on PS2 or whatever it was, and I played it a few times on PS3. I don't remember it being this amount of story told. I thought I just knew most of it from guessing, so I guess they do tell quite a bit of the story. But right now, Dormin has taken control of Wanda's body, and I'm trying to defeat these guys. All you have to do is try and punch them a few times, and eventually they're going to leave. I'm not going to bother talking about the story for now, because this bit doesn't go on for very long. If you press triangle, though, you actually blow fire. I think it's called Dormin's Breath. Yeah, so make sure you do this, because this is actually a trophy, and it is a missable trophy. If you don't do it now, you have to do the whole game again, you know? So make sure you do this. But just follow them until they get to the door, and then there's going to be some more cutscenes. And I'll come back and talk to you guys during the credits. Quite a bit to talk about, really. Come here, you sons of bitches. I mean, really, I'm a villain right now, but you know. Let's burn them. Look at the arrow. Here you go. God, they're really good at dodging, aren't they? If they had come and helped me battle all of these Colossi, I would have been done even sooner. Obviously, battling the Colossi was a bad idea, because, you know, I've practically been a villain. Okay, well, there's going to be a few more scenes that are going to play. I'm not sure when they're going to play. But I will talk for now, and if the cutscenes randomly start playing again, then I'll have to remove my face again. But yeah, I'm glad the horse is alive. That is the biggest thing about the ending. I'm just glad the horse is alive. And it's probably a good job that some of you guys voted for me to make the horse white, because it actually suits that girl's nice white dress, you know, because obviously she's going to have the horse now because Wanda's gone. So yeah, it's a good job we made the horse white. But yeah, I don't know whether I should talk about the story yet. There is going to be a couple more cutscenes. They're very short though, and most of them play whilst the credits are playing, so I'll just talk for now. If there's any more cutscenes, just watch them whilst I'm talking. They're only small ones. But yeah, what I think has happened then in this story is obviously the Forbidden Land is a place where Dormin is evil, but we don't know that. Is an evil entity that's been locked away. Sort of like, I think the story's sort of like, you know, Voldemort in Harry Potter. You know, he splits his soul into like 7 different Horcruxes or whatever they're called. And the only way to defeat Voldemort is to destroy 7 of these Horcruxes. Well, in this game, it's sort of like it's the opposite. So they've taken Dormin's soul and they've split it into 16 pieces and locked him away in 16 massive, terrifyingly strong Colossi. Because obviously no normal man is going to be able to destroy a Colossus, are they? And that way nobody can ever stop... nobody could ever release Dormin from his prison, I guess. Well, obviously there's some kind of sword that is able to destroy these Colossi. Wanda has heard about the Forbidden Land, and he's heard that it can bring his girlfriend back to life, but he's not known that the place is evil. He just knows it's forbidden. And he's gone there, stolen the sword, gone to this place, and he's listened to Dormin, who he didn't know was evil, and he's gone on a journey, defeated all 16 of these Colossuses, and then once he's done it, he has took control of Wanda's body because he is released, you know. So that's sort of what's gone on. We've assisted Dormin in releasing himself from his prison, but at the same time he did keep up his end of the bargain, didn't he? Because he did bring our girlfriend back to life, but obviously he didn't let us know that he was going to like eat our body. So that wasn't very good. I think there's like a little cutscene now actually. There's nothing big or anything. He does sort of talk about me like I'm a villain, doesn't he? Like, he talks about Wanda as a villain. I don't think Wanda is a villain. You know, I guess he didn't know that he was working for some baddie. Because even if this place was good, you know, most people would forbid you from bringing people back from the dead because it's something you just shouldn't do, should you? So most people would think, like, wrongly of it. But there is stuff going on in this cutscenes right now for you to watch. That's why this is going to be a longer video, because we have to watch all of this, because there's other bits of story going on. As you're about to see right now. Now, one thing I sort of wonder about this, obviously that must be Wanda reborn. But he's got horns, so is he gonna like... Is that like Dormin reborn? So is he gonna like grow up and be that demon again? Obviously I don't know if the demon can leave this place now because they broke that bridge and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure when we saw that demon during that battle, when I had to control him, he had wings. So he'd just fly out of this place if he wants to. But yeah, it's a very good story. I don't actually remember them telling any of this story when I played this on my own. The PS3 version I don't remember because I don't think I actually did the last Colossus on the PS3. I just stopped playing because I got sidetracked. But I know I completed it a few times on PS2. And I don't remember this bit. The only bit I ever remember was obviously Dormin being evil. But I don't remember them talking about the sword being stolen or anything like that. The place that they're walking to right now, where whatever you want to call the horse, Agro, Argo, Adro, Bob, whatever you want to call the horse. But the place they're heading to at the moment is the place we have to go to in the game to eat the forbidden fruit. And it actually lowers your health. So it's not a very good fruit, but you get a trophy for it. It's going to be probably the final trophy you will get in the game. Because once you max out your stamina, if you go round to the side of the shrine that we're currently on now in this cutscene, you can climb up a massive amount of vines and it will take all of your stamina. And if you don't know where you're going, even with max stamina, you can still run out and fall. But once you climb up, the first trophy you can get is by running across that massive bridge that just broke a minute ago. If you run all the way along it, it takes about 10 minutes of constant running. So it's a very boring trophy. But then once you get to the end, you discover that you still can't leave the place because there's this random vortex of air pushing where the entrance is, so you can't actually leave. So you get a trophy for that. And then if you go back across the bridge again, you can actually ascend all of the shrine in a circular motion. And once you get to where these two are now, there is a bunch of trees everywhere, loads of them, and you shoot a fruit off and you eat it, and it's a poisoned fruit, and it will lower your health permanently until I don't know if you can eat normal fruits and regain your health or not, I'm not sure, but you eat the forbidden fruit and that's the final trophy you get. So yeah, you pretty much complete this game 4.5 times, maybe less depending on how many lizard tails you've got, and then you should have enough stamina and health to get that first trophy for max health and stamina, and then the last 2 trophies is by climbing up this tower, and that's when you should platinum the game. I recommend going here last actually and eating the forbidden fruit last because you get a nice trophy platinum screenshot if you've got it turned on, obviously. But yeah, this is a brilliant game. I'm glad I played it again just because I didn't understand the story very much on the PS2 because I was really young back then. I understood some of it. On the PS3, I didn't finish the game fully, but I googled the story and saw what different people thought. Many people think different things as always. And then played it again now and I've worked it out myself what I think's going on. But I just think that the Dormin has been split up into 16 colossi, and locked away like that. Sort of like Voldemort, but reversed. And then we've destroyed them because he's told us to, so that we can get our beloved revived, and then obviously it was all a big trick. But at least he followed through with his deal, I mean, you can't be that mad with him. He did do what he said he was going to do, so he can't be that mad. I mean, I'm not happy that I'm dead, but well, I'm not dead anymore. I've come back to life as some weird horned boy. So I guess we have to wonder now, am I going to grow into Dormin, or am I going to just be Wanda with horns? It's the horns that make you wonder. That's the one bit I don't get, the baby with the horns. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, Write a long story if you want, what you think. Write 1 sentence, I don't care. Just let me know, That's what this channel is here for, to talk about games. Because that's what we do on this channel. We talk about games and we play games. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, I could probably end it now. I don't think there's anything else now. It's just a beautiful scene. So yeah, thanks for watching BwolfTheWolfettes. Hopefully you've enjoyed this game. I've loved playing it. It's been one of my favourite games to play on this channel for a long time. I'm not sure whether it's because I had a break, because I was ill, or if it's just because I've enjoyed playing it more. End. Lovely. Yeah. We should have waited then, shouldn't we? Oh, yeah. But yeah, you can actually go through the game again now, and we can do new game +6, I think it would be for me now. So flipping hell. But you won't have any more health or stamina. You'll be at your maximum health and stamina now. Well, I can get a bit more health, because I ate that fruit. But yeah, thanks for watching WolfTheWolf. Hopefully you've enjoyed this game. I should currently be playing Bravo Team and Moss as well, although Moss might already be over with. I'm not sure. That's the problem with playing doing so many videos in a row. I don't actually know what's going on in the future, so I have to. It's hard to explain in these videos. But yeah. Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed. If you watched the entirety of this video, let me know down in the comments, because then I can see who my real fans are, because this has currently been going on for about 50 minutes, it says on my laptop. So yeah, because I've been recording for 2 hours and 20 minutes. So yeah, this must have been about a 50-minute video. I've recorded for so long today, damn. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you watched it all, and then I can see who my real fans are. Because watching a video for 50 minutes on YouTube, most people don't bother, you know. So it's nice to see who stuck with me to the end. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry for talking so much. Like, share, and join the pack today.